How much should you tip on a free walking tour? Are you curious about how much to tip on a free walking tour? This is a common question for travelers looking to explore new cities without breaking the bank. Free walking tours are a fantastic way to see the highlights of a destination while keeping your budget in check. However, even though these tours do not have an upfront cost, tipping is a key part of the experience. Guides on these tours often relying on tips as their primary source of income. So, it is important to show appreciation for their hard work and knowledge. A typical tip for a 2 to 3 hour tour usually falls between 8 to 15 United States dollars per person. This range allows you to support the guide while still being mindful of your travel budget. When considering how much to tip, take into account the local cost of living. In cities where expenses are higher, such as Copenhagen, tipping towards the higher end of that range is more appropriate. On the other hand, in cities with lower living costs, tipping on the lower end is perfectly acceptable. Quality matters too. If your guide was engaging and informative, tipping closer to 10 to 15 United States dollars is a good idea. If the tour did not meet your expectations or was shorter than promised, tipping around 5 United States dollars is reasonable. If you are part of a group, remember that tips are usually given per person. For example, if you are in a group of 4 and each person tips 10 United States dollars, that totals 40 United States dollars for the guide. It is also worth noting that if you do not plan to tip, it might be better to choose a paid tour instead. Since these walking tours are free upfront, guides depend on tips to make a living. As you plan your trip, budget for the tip as part of your daily expenses. Bringing small bills or cash in the local currency can make tipping easier at the end of the tour. If you enjoyed the experience, consider tipping more than the minimum to support local guides who often work independently. If you are unsure about tipping customs in a specific city, do not hesitate to ask the guide discreetly or check local travel forums. Tipping on free walking tours is customary and expected. A fair tip generally ranges from 8 to 15 United States dollars per person for a standard 2 to 3 hour tour. Adjust your tip based on local economic conditions and the quality of the tour. Planning for this tip ensures you contribute fairly to the guide's livelihood while enjoying a budget-friendly way to discover a city.